We've all heard about the good deals in the housing market here in South Florida, with prices dropping and the number of foreclosures sadly still high. Is now the time to buy, or is it better to rent? Shari Olefson is a lawyer and author of Foreclosure Nation and The Great American Do-Over, and she joins us with some insight. Nice to have you with us.
Thanks for having me.
Well, it's the American dream to own a home, isn't it?
It
so
certainly is.
Cut right to the chase. Is now the time to buy if you are looking to move and if your dream has been to own a house?
It's the question at the top of everyone's mind because, of course, our home is our biggest investment. You don't want to make a mistake, but you also don't want to miss an opportunity. And there's an interesting twist here, Roxanne, because not only are home prices at an all-time low, but rental rates are at an all-time high. So the formula that we use, and I love this formula because especially for people who don't like math, this one's easy. All you have to do is remember the number 15. If you take your annual rent and you multiply that by 15, and you find that you can buy a comparable home to the one you're renting for that price, it's a good choice. So if you're paying $10,000 a year in rent, for example, you multiply it by 15. If you can buy a comparable home to what you're renting for $150,000 or less, you need to think about it.
And in most cases you can, because $1,000 a month in this market get you a
very little,
not a whole lot, that you can. Those houses are out there at $150,000 in good neighborhoods and decent school districts.
Absolutely. 72% of the markets in this country, you can buy a home for less than you can rent, and that number is led by Miami. Now here in Palm Beach, the number actually is about 15 or 16 times, but it depends on the neighborhood. So in your neighborhood, you may be able to buy for a lot less than what you're renting.
So if you're looking to buy, please do the math right now. But it is tougher now to get a mortgage. If you don't have the cash to buy the home right now, the mortgage restrictions have really tightened up, haven't they?
Definitely, and that's another factor because, you know, renting, home ownership is part investment and it's part consumption. You're using the home. So there are other factors besides that rule of 15 that you need to keep in mind. Can you get a loan that's affordable? Do you have enough for a down payment? What's your credit score like? Do you want the maintenance responsibilities? How about the stability? Do you have kids that you want in a specific school district? And most important, how long are you planning to stay? Because this is not the time to be buying real estate short term.
Well, and it's probably not a good time to think you're getting in and you're going to make a killing on this home, because prices, even though they're low, are not going back to the levels of 5 years ago.
No, and prices will go down a little bit more this year before they go up. But here's the thing, you cannot time the bottom exactly. So now, while you have the great selection, prices are still very affordable according to our rent-to-own formula. You can still get decent loans because the mortgage market will tighten up and the rates will go up. Now's the time to really be seriously thinking about it.
Yeah, I wouldn't worry about prices dropping right now with mortgages as low as they are. The interest rates are so low, it pretty much averages out. Very quickly, Shari, what are you looking at for this year in terms of the housing market? What are your predictions?
Prices down a little bit more, but more availability for us. And by the end of the year, I think prices will start turning around. Here in Florida, we're lucky too, because once that happens, our prices will appreciate again faster than the rest of the nation.
Yeah, there's always that cycle too. I mean, that you have to look forward to, that you will have something to look forward to down the road. Prices will tend to come back. All right, do the math. That's your assignment if you're looking to buy a home. 15 or 16 in Palm Beach County.
Definitely.
Times what you're paying for rent per month. Thank you so much for the insight.
Sure, take care.
Let's go back to Lauren and Kate.
All right, Rox, thanks.